All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head.
West Coast.
In the building, we got a singer, songwriter, producer. You a father?
I'm not a father.
Not a father. Okay, I know you got a project named Father. We'll get into that in a second. Emotional Cub. All right. August
Cub, for
8th
sure.
in the building with us right now, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm chilling, man. What it do?
Man, got that project out right now, Towards the Sun.
Absolutely.
What do you feel like? I know I mentioned Father. I know you got another project, Emotional Cub. What do you feel like the difference is between Towards the Sun and the other projects that you have out?
I think Towards the Sun is me accepting all those emotions and really, really going off the deep end and honing into who I am. You know what I'm saying? Father is like the wake up call. Emotional Cuz like fighting it, and Towards the Sun is like really stepping into it,
Embracing it. Leaning into it. We always talk about that. That's usually the best way to kind of like control your narrative. We were talking about that a second ago off air. Just, leaning into whatever the case may be. Do you feel like you're a toxic individual?
Oh, I'm very toxic.
I love the fact that
Hey, live your truth, King.
I am living my truth. I am living my truth.
Are you in a relationship?
I am in a relationship. My girl is sitting right there.
Okay.
Question. I got a question about that because in terms of when it comes to like songwriters or just artists in general, they typically shy away from that. What's your thoughts on it? Do you think it makes sense to do it? Do you like leaning all the way into it? Do you think that's important, or you say, man, no, I understand why people don't do it, or what's your thoughts on that?
Emotions, right? Yeah, I think people just scared of themselves, and then some people feel like as songwriters and artists, they feel like if they really tap into who they are, they got to leave that facade.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no facade, cause I'm just chilling.
Yeah. What about relationships?
Like
admitting that like you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? Some people shy away from that. They don't like to say that, I'm in a relationship. I embrace being in a relationship.
Oh, that shit corny. It's corny.
So you don't believe in the illusion of being single and like all that kind of shit?
Nah.
So for instance, is there an artist when you were growing up that you looked like a female artist that you looked to that was like attractive?
J-Lo.
So if J-Lo was always booed up with Ben Affleck the whole time, I'm talking about when On the Six came out, all the way up to now, she can't keep a man that long. But let's say she did, right?
She really can't though.
She can't. Like my mom, bro. Like it's crazy. So if J-Lo had a man the whole time, your affliction for her would be the same?
It'd probably be the same because, man, we primal.
So what you're saying is you don't care if a woman is in a relationship or not. You gonna have your urges. I'm just
we all
asking.
gonna have our urges. It's just if you act on them.
So right now, being in a relationship, do you lust for other women?
No.
Yeah.
That's how you answer that, King. That's how you answer that, King. I love that, bro.
Peer pressure ain't real to me.
There it is. Now, okay, August 08, let's talk about it. The name. Where does that stem from? I know that's not the birth date. You know what I'm saying? So what's the name derived from?
It stems from my father. Growing up, I had a tough time. My father wasn't in the picture, so to spite him, I call myself August because that's his birth month.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm dead ass.
Bro, you got to be more petty than 50 Cent, bro.
I'm petty as hell.
Oh, that's like next level.
I already admitted to being toxic.
Respect it, though.
Yeah.
I respect it.
That's funny as hell.
He just found out too.
So wait, that's his birth. Is it what day is his birthday in August?
It's August 14th.
What the fuck is
The 08.
It's August.
Oh, okay. So the 2 months.
Yeah.
The 8th month.
you? Why not just call your name? What's his name?
His name is Ray. My birth name is Ray.
Oh.
So you're junior.
Okay.
I'm the fourth.
You're fourth.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm a junior. I don't like it.
I'm the second. So yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
Let me ask you a question, just real quick. Sorry, because you said you're the fourth. Do you have kids?
I don't got no kids.
When you plan on if you have a son, do you plan on making him in the fifth?
Don't do this.
Hell no.
Okay.
Well, no. Because it's because of your relationship with your father, right?
Yeah, me and Cub probably have to catch a fade before I name my son after the nigga. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
So look, the reason why I asked that is because he had a son. His son's 3 now.
I have a son.
He has a
Yeah,
son.
come on now.
Okay, and he named him the third. Right. I believe that people who name their kids after them are vain as fuck. Like, I'm a junior, but like my dad, he ain't like no great nigga like that. Like, you ain't do nothing crazy. Like a nigga that hit a game winning 3 or nothing. So what makes you so great to name me after you? You know what I'm saying? What's your ideology behind not? Is it because of your dad, your relationship?
I just don't fuck with her like that. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, respect to my father because he's my father. You know what I mean? I'm here because of my, you know what I mean? They got it popping. But at the end of the day, just like you said, he ain't hit no game winning 3.
But if he did, but if he did though,
If he did it, game winning 3 weeks.
would it be something like, okay, yeah, we got to keep this legacy going?
Like, what's his name? Gary Payton? Gary Payton Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
He's a second or the third?
I feel like
I think it's a third.
He the third?
I think.
That's hard. Like, nigga hoop.
Got it.
My pops wasn't a hooper. Like, it wasn't nothing like that.
My pops was a cop.
Hey, that's tight.
So anyway, I want to go back a quick second, right? Because I started diving in. Shout out to the homie Mo. Okay, shout out to Mo.
That's my nigga.
I delved into your catalog and Happy Endings with an asterisk. You go get a lot of massages, or like, what's up with that?
I used to always go get massages.
Say no more.
But wait. He caught me slipping crazy. He caught me slipping crazy. I ain't never had that kind of massage though.
Okay.
Never in my life. When me and my girl was when me and my girl was still friends, I took her down there to the massage parlor on Western and Beverly, one of the best spots to go to, but they don't get them kind of massages.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I was just asking about your album. Okay.
I got a crazy story about some, like the first time I met somebody.
Do share.
So I went to New York, not Def Jam, shout out Def Jam. I went to New York to meet with a label, not Rebel Records either, shout out Rebel Records. I went to New York to meet with a label, and as soon as I landed off the plane, the CEO of the company took me to a massage parlor.
Really?
And it was one of them massage parlors, and I was in there like nigga, this is a hell of an introduction. I don't know, can I say nigga?
Yeah,
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
I'm like, nigga, this is a hell of an introduction to me being out here in New York with you. This is crazy. I don't know if he got his or the other nigga I was with got his, but I was in there like, yo, I'm not, because I'm a little, I got phobias of motherfuckers I don't know touching me like that. That's weird to me.
So, you just got the massage.
I got the massage.
Did you get hot stone?
I didn't get the hot. No, they do be doing. Yeah, I got the hot
You got
stone.
the
Yep.
hot stone massage.
I like the rougher one. I don't like the Swedish joint.
You like the deep tissue?
The deep tissue.
But they were still touching you though.
They were still touching me, but it's
It's a little different touch.
it's you know what I mean.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Throughout the course of your massage, do you have to go somewhere mentally to control yourself?
It's been a couple times I had to go somewhere mentally to control myself.
Say no more.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Say no more. We moving along.
I don't understand the niggas who be letting. I don't understand the niggas who be letting men touch them like in the with like I'm a
We're not
heterosexual
finna talk
male,
about
but
that. No.
Shut
I'm
up.
gonna spare you. I'm gonna
Okay.
spare you because we gonna get into some whole other shit, and then next thing you know, we gonna be on the Dave Chappelle
we
list.
gon'
We don't want to do that. So, what I do want to bring up is your sound, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to Towards the Sun. Then like I told you, I went back a little bit, right? Your sound is not the typical normal sound that people would expect, right?
yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration from sonically? Like, where does that come from?
Phil Collins, Francis and the Lights,
This is the first time I ever heard that.
Yeah.
like Jack Jaguar, like Bon Iver's label. I love they stuff.
So is
Jamie
it like,
Foxx.
I like that. So are you more like a fan of like disco or like not even disco, but just
Dance music.
Dance
Hell
music.
yeah. Hell yeah, I'm a fan of dance music. That's what I grew up on. Me and my homie Channel Tress, he a producer, artist, he hard as hell. We grew up making dance music together, so I just always was into dance music.
mm.
When did it turn from being a fan of that to saying I want to actually create, music wise?
Shit. So I wasn't really raised on music. So by the time when I was introduced to music was with my cousin. So I was instantly making music before I was even had a favorite artist or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't grow up in it like in a household like that, but in terms of like creating music, right?
Yeah.
Like your parents weren't into music, anything like that, right?
Nah.
But you said your cousins were the ones that was kind of
Yeah.
doing stuff, and you guys linked up and started making music.
Absolutely.
Wow.
They used to stay on 55th and Western when I was down in Long Beach. My mama said I was a little too soft, so she sent me over there with them niggas.
Wow.
And yeah,
You're a real East Side nigga.
I'm an East Side nigga for real.
Why do people think you from K-Town?
I'm not gonna speak. I ain't gonna speak dirt on nobody.
Okay.
but they wanted to create their own narrative to connect me to
Got you.
to certain cultures, and they put their own narrative out there, and that shit just caught
So
on.
you from Long Beach?
Well, I'm from Long Beach. I'm from Compton. I was born in Compton.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. So okay, all right. So musically, I just wanted to tap into that because I'm sure when people first listen to your music, it's not like the East Siders or like it's not just shit that people would expect from niggas out here, right?
Yeah.
But what it did remind me of was like a kind of like a Black Eyed Peas meets like Tina Marie type of vibe, and then also like you did have a song on here. I forgot what the name of the song was, but I don't remember. Oh, Schoolboy Q on Cutlass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Q.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q. When I was listening to it, because like how you put it on the Bluetooth speaker and just let it play. So I'm playing it in the crib, and I'm like, this nigga rap like Q. I didn't look at that. I didn't. I'm like, bro, you can imitate because I know you write and stuff. Like, I want to tap into that too. But did you already have a relationship with Q, or how did that?
I had a little bit of a relationship with Q before then, but shout out Keen from TDE, shout out Musa and them, shout out Top. I was around working with them for a couple years and just being cool with everybody. So when it came time for me to really tap into this project, I just tapped in with him, and Q was open arms. You know what I mean?
That's what's
The
up.
thing I love about that song in particular, like that, I'm a fan of Q, like that first mixtape Q, right?
Yeah.
And it reminded me of that because you don't really hear the melodic Q like that. Was that something where you gave him direction on that, or it was like you heard back and he was like, oh shit, he kind of got it.
Q was Q.
Yeah.
Can't nobody imitate. That nigga's a legend, man. He's special. He did whatever he wanted to do, and I was gonna be happy with it regardless. But that nigga went off.
He could have just went
Singing
scoopity
his ass off.
poopity.
He could have
no,
went
I love
scoopity poopity, and that shit would have still been tight.
Now I want to tap into your accolades too, like a writer, a producer, etc. Like, how'd you? First of all, when did you realize that you could write for other people?
My homies, Allen and Yesterday.
The nigga's name is Yesterday.
The nigga named Yesterday.
Okay, we gonna have a conversation.
Put a pin in that.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that.
But that was on some shit like we should start songwriting. So start songwriting with them niggas, and I always sung and played guitar. So them niggas just had me working on their shit in the Kelly Parks. They had a studio. Y'all remember Rep Your Set?
No.
It was an old you know Rep. Do you know Rep Your Set? Rep Your Set was a old video where all the hoods used to do their thing. Like it's known for it's like ends don't need no friends, neighbors don't need no favors came from that video from from Landwood End Hood. Yeah, but the Kelly Parks, when they did Rep Your Set bought them niggas a studio in the Kelly Parks. And I used to work at that studio every single day because that shit was on the East. And it was easy to get to. And Allen, it was Allen's family.
Got you.
Shout out them niggas. Shout out to Kelly Parks. But yeah, so we was just writing songs in the Kelly Parks.
Okay. So I mean, but that working with the Kelly Parks, I don't think got you big other placements though. Like, or
yeah.
So where did that transition come? Did you realize that Kelly Park was just gonna be
SoundCloud? So I put a song on SoundCloud called For Chloe.
Oh, okay.
And that song got 9 plays, and this big producer named Niall Atway and Nasri Atway hit me up through a homie. They called me. I was working at the post office. I was a mail carrier. They called me, and it was the day I fucked my leg up too.
No.
Called me and was like, yo, come tap in with us. So that night I went and tapped in with him. Nigga, I saw all the big ass plaques on the wall. I'm like, these niggas is cracking. Like, what the fuck? Canadian niggas. And Nasri was just like, yo, if you rock with me, I'm gonna make you pop off as a songwriter.
Really?
And that nigga taught me everything I knew. Then he went on tour because he had a band called Magic. They had that song Why You Gotta Be So Rude. Nigga went on tour. They literally let me shed. Like, I was working in their studio. I ain't had nowhere to live or nothing. I was just living in their studio.
Really?
On me.
So did you? I doubt you had a girlfriend at this time when you was living in the studio. She came after like some funds and a decent place to live.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you was living at the studio and writing these songs, were they cool with you like working with other people like out of their studio because you are living there? Like, I would assume you're not paying rent.
They let me do anything I wanted to. Them niggas had bread, so it was just like they had in North Hollywood. They had like 10 rooms, like back to back to back to back to back in this little complex. They just let me go up. Shout out Sad Money too, because me and this producer named Sad Money, we really got it popping and just was just going crazy in there.
Yo, can you speak to the early days of SoundCloud though, man? Because a lot of people was getting popping off there, like yourself, man. Talk about those early days of that and what it really meant. Because I don't think artists really understand the, how popular it was back then. Where it was like, yo, those plays really got that attention.
100%. SoundCloud genuinely changed my life.
Mm.
Like honestly, like I'd probably still be on the East on some bullshit if it wasn't for SoundCloud. Like, and I know so many people who got their life changed off of SoundCloud, whether it's their song blowing up or being discovered. Like, I feel like niggas really got to give love to SoundCloud. I'll never say nothing, speak nothing bad on SoundCloud. Them niggas they the wave for real.
So you said it was you messing your leg up was the reason why you said, all right, I can transition out of the 9 to 5 working at the postal office.
Well, I feel like it was just God's timing. You feel me? Like, right in that moment was the moment I was just like, I'm tired of this shit. And then I get the phone call. That shit felt like a movie.
Yeah. Did you
You
put
know
in
what I'm
2
saying?
weeks?
Hell no.
There we go.
So listen, they took me to the motherfucking post office little hospital thing you go to.
Okay.
Like,
Did you injure yourself on the route?
I injured myself on the route. It was Route 41. I remember this shit because it was the nigga who worked at the post office, the OG nigga who route I was doing. Because on like Fridays and Saturdays, the older niggas who cracking in the post office, they ain't got to come in on like Friday, Saturday type vibe.
Tenure. Yeah.
That tenure.
Yeah.
So I had this nigga long ass route, and it was like the when niggas got that grass, they got the little bricks, and it's like the grass a little higher.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was that shit. Tripped up on that shit. Fucking mail everywhere, all in the goddamn sky.
So did you not notice, like, you have eyes, right? I'm just asking, did you not notice that there was uneven pavement, or?
When you in the flow.
Oh, now he finna go all Terrace Martin over there.
Man, it's all about love, man.
Shout out Terrace.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I can see when there's a visual cue that there's uneven. You just tripped, or like it just.
I ain't even
Did you
see
want to
it.
work there?
Hell no, I didn't want to work there.
So is it possible? Is it possible that maybe subconsciously you were somewhere else mentally and haphazardly tripped inadvertently on purpose?
You sound like them niggas that was in that office when they was trying to get me to figure out what was going on.
Well, I mean, I assume you didn't get workers' comp or nothing like that, right? Or disability?
They said if I let them fire me, I can get workers' comp or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I quit, I don't get nothing. And I said I quit because I needed to be like, you know what, fuck it. I don't need no crutches. I just need to just commit to this shit. I need to double down on myself. So that's what I did.
In the back of your mind, you were already thinking the music shit was already still going. You already had that as a backup plan. But when you busted your ass, you in the hospital, you like, this is that sign for me to just be done. Like,
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's what's up. That's a dope story. I fuck with that.
I appreciate it.
Because I fully believe in that. When I got fired, I was like, all right, I'm going all in, or I'm gonna be a loser. Period.
Straight up. It's either I'm gonna commit to music or I'm gonna start robbing niggas for real.
Okay.
I'm just telling the truth.
For sure. All right. Mo, I don't know what you want me to do with that. But, for sure.
I want to talk about the transition between obviously 88 Rising, you're talking about Red Bull Records, and now obviously with Def Jam, man. Talk about that, those periods in between and how we're here today.
Well, I appreciate 88 Rising and Red Bull for even giving me a chance as an artist because I was just a songwriter before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had the opportunity to really develop and create stuff with them and have a good time. I toured the world with 88, you know what I mean? And I'm happy to even have experienced that, you know what I mean? The new place I'm in now with growth is just like honing in on what I sound like for real and not allowing other people to control what I sound like. Def Jam honestly opened it up for me to just create whatever the fuck I want to. Like tapping in with Mo and Noah, like they just be like, nigga, create whatever you want to and
We'll figure it out.
we gonna figure it
Get
out.
a machine, we gonna make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you able to do what you want to do, especially coming off the heels of probably doing shit you didn't really want to do or cared to do.
100%.
Stuff like that. Now, going forward, though, are you looking to do more writing for people, or you kind of just want to focus on yours? Because I'm pretty sure if you wrote some shit for people, people want more of the sauce. But are you one of them people who like, look, I'm working on my stuff right now, call me in 2 months, or like, how does that work?
I'm working on my stuff right now, But I'm definitely tapped in with the homies who I love and care about. Like Kendra J, she hard. You know what I mean?
dope.
Cash
Kendra
Page
J is
hard.
dope.
Janae hard. Channel hard. Like, I'm gonna tap in with my people. But as far as these other niggas, it's a race.
Damn. Let me ask you this. We had T-Pain up here, right? And T-Pain he don't sugarcoat nothing.
T-Pain a legend.
A legend, bro. I told him that.
I sock any nigga who questions T-Pain.
Bro, I told him he was like, I'm like, bro, you're one of them ones, bro. So long story short, T-Pain tells the stories even now on his own Twitch channel about how he done made people millions of dollars. He never charged nobody for features. Never did. He wrote hella people's songs. Gave people hit records. Like, here you go. Giving them away. And now, after he done did all that for all these other people won't even return his phone call. When that happens to August 08, because it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
How do you deal with it? We don't want you robbing niggas, but how do you then deal with that?
I got an open line of communication with everybody. I think that if it makes sense, it makes sense. I don't think that we should hold on to what happened in the past and me be upset about it. You know what I mean? I think about Pharrell Williams. Like, when Pharrell wasn't hot, niggas wasn't really fucking with him. When he had that little weird period, and he wasn't hurt, he just said, yo, still, once his shit got back cracking, he still allowed people back in. So I ain't tripping.
I like that.
With Snoop obviously having his position over at Def Jam and Algorithm, you being on there as well, man. Where were you at when you found out? Were you kind of like already inside the system in the building with Def Jam when you found out Snoop was going to be a part of it? And how did you guys link up?
Absolutely.
So you knew ahead of other niggas.
We for sure knew ahead of other niggas. But Snoop is a legend first and foremost. Let's say that right now.
Yeah, off top.
Dog is
the biggest.
Yeah,
the greatest.
Yeah.
The biggest to ever do it.
The biggest to ever do it. He's a legend. Mo introduced me to him, and honestly, I was super happy when he came over to Def Jam and tapped in. He had me on his album, the Algorithm album with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yep.
And Bino. Shout out them niggas. It's great.
Was there a session for that, or like did you just do it, knock it out on your own? Like, how did?
Honestly, I forgot how that record came together. But Ty Dolla $ign is a motherfucking monster.
A legend.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Do you
Bino hard as a motherfucker too.
Do you prefer? Because I know you've done all types of records, right? Where send shit off, get it back, cooking in the studio, working from scratch. What's your preference when it comes to making records?
Cooking
in the studio with the artists.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Got it.
Cooking, everybody cooking up. But sometimes I need to be alone too. Just disappear within myself and come back with some tight shit too. Like when I was working on this album, parts of it, we went to North Carolina and made it.
Damn.
Yeah.
What kind of perspective did that give you as far as getting away? And was it intentional to specifically go there, or was it just like, man, fuck it, we just gonna catch a flight to?
That's where my girl from, so I kind of got cozy out there, chilling with her family.
And where?
Her granny.
Like where?
In Mount Holly, North Carolina.
Nice.
Okay.
That's my family out there. You feel me? Her granny be making sweet potato casserole.
They got a stand your ground law out there.
They do.
The baby be knocking niggas down out there like it's.
I ain't gonna.
I don't.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I ain't gonna speak on the baby.
No,
like,
no,
shout
I'm
out
just
that
saying,
nigga.
like, I'm just saying when people go, like, it's usually a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
When I go other places, I see other cultures. Like I've toured and I've been in the South, and I've been places where they've never seen black people in person, and it was like, oh, you like, and they were like touching my skin and shit. So I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying it's a culture shock in other places.
It's definitely a culture shock.
When I want to talk about GoldLink, you linking them with GoldLink.
Mm-hmm.
GoldLink. I also feel like GoldLink makes a different kind of music. Like it's not like how you can't really box it. You can't really put it in a certain box, right? It's not R&B. It's not like I hate when people call it vibes. Because to me, whenever somebody say, "Hey, come through," is vibes. That means that they don't know how to articulate what's happening.
I think early day vibes is fine. When people start overusing it, then it's probably a problem, man.
What you think?
Shout out Mac Miller. Rest in peace, the legend.
I don't know. Let me ask you one last thing. Let me ask you one last thing. When it comes to, we hear the term industry plants, right? Do you think there's a such thing as that, or do you think that's bullshit?
Say it again.
Industry plants.
I've heard a lot of things about industry plants, shit, just being around music. I think that people don't understand that there's a whole group of people who can believe in somebody to get them to the next place that they need to go. And I think that industry planners, they just think that you wake up one day, they put a song on you, you famous. Like, nigga, that ain't how that shit work. Nigga,
No.
you got to put in work for this shit.
Facts.
Exactly.
That shit's stress. This shit is stressful,
Imagine.
but beautiful at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so blessed to be in this position. If they call me an industry plant, I want to see the industry plant money. I'm excited.
Right. No, I wouldn't even get into that. I've had arguments with people about that, and whenever the argument comes up, well, how define an industry plant? Who is one? You know what I mean? And they'll come up with one, right? Latest one was Jack Harlow. I'm like, no, bro's been working his ass off. Just because you didn't see it, or just because you don't know who had their arm around him, really cultivated, and he has to have talent on top of all that anyway.
Facts.
You can't just call him an industry plant because his records are going top of the charts right now and shit. Like there's a story behind it. Just because you didn't see it doesn't deem him an industry plant.
100%. The thing I love about Jack Harlow is he really honed in on his craft. And people wasn't paying attention. I like to pay attention after it get cracking, but Jack Harlow been doing this. You feel me? Respect to him.
Now, Towards the Sun, I'm hearing there's a series leading up. Is this the first of many?
It is the first of many. It's Towards the Sun, then there's Towards the Moon, then there's some additional records coming out all together. It's called Seasick.
So this was
It's called what?
Seasick.
This was intentional from jump, and how you want to kind of roll this all out.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay.
Towards the Sun, Towards the Moon, and
Seasick.
Is there a reason why it's seasick?
Because I felt like I was speaking on like being able to step into those emotions and trying to fully process them. I'm scared of boats.
You scared of boats?
I don't fuck with no boats.
So you get on an airplane, but not a boat.
I get on an airplane, but not a boat.
That's interesting.
Nigga, them shake them with them darker tides.
Fuck
That shit's scary, nigga.
It's scarier than being 35,000 feet above the earth.
Cause if the shit go down, nigga, I ain't gotta try and survive a few days in the water. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to see Jesus.
Bro, I'd rather crash than drown.
You rather crash?
Stop.
Crash than drown.
Oh,
Well,
nigga.
I'll be the one
Crash is like,
living
boom.
to tell all y'all stories because I'm not even neither.
You ain't getting. What do you mean? Neither.
I'm a survivor, fool.
All right.
I'm not.
All right. All right, Superman.
Anyway, that's crazy. So, have you never been on a boat?
I've been on a boat one time for my sister's wedding. She got married on a cruise ship. And I got on the cruise ship. I sung at my sister's wedding.
Word.
On the cruise ship in Long Beach. And
Was it a cruise ship?
it was
You
a
talking about
cruise
the boat
ship.
with the wheel on the back?
No,
No, it was a
it's
cruise
boat.
ship.
The one
Okay.
that
So
docks at Long
so when
Beach.
you
Yeah,
get when you get married, the people can come on the cruise ship while you get married, but then the people who choose to stay can stay, and the niggas who don't want to go on the cruise can go.
Facts. You got off.
I got the fuck off. I threw up before the wedding.
Damn,
I threw up after the wedding. I was like, hell no,
this ain't it.
this ain't it.
At least you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? I respect
Yeah.
it. I respect the transparency.
I
really
want a
do.
yacht though.
You what?
I want a boat one day though.
Okay. Where we going with this, bro?
He on some nigga shit.
You just wait.
You,
I'm
You
gonna dock that motherfucker though. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see
but-
if I can concrete. I'm gonna just dock it
bro,
on
shut
these.
up, bro. No,
Yeah.
you're not. Listen, you're not finna do none of that. But I do. You said you tapped in your emotions. You also talked about how petty you are. What's the pettiest thing you've ever done?
The pettiest thing I've ever done. Damn, it's funny because I'm so petty I don't even know. That's
Give
bad.
me one of the pettiest things you've done. Preferably before the new year.
Perfect before the new year.
I'm saying right now, before 2023, I would love an answer.
Oh shit! I honestly can't even think of one.
That's interesting.
I honestly can't even think of one.
Okay. What about emotional? Like, are you hella emotional?
We got a whole EP called Emotional.
No, I'm talking about hella emotional.
I'm learning
Like-
how to not be hella emotional, but I'm
so
hella emotional.
if people shit on you on your way up, do you then shit on them back or you
no,
let
no,
it go?
no. We let it go because them niggas can't fight good for real.
So you want to fight?
I'm learning to not have to fight no more.
When last time you got into a fight?
2 years ago,
Was
It's
it
been a
bad?
little while.
Like, was it
that was just a little slapper up where I had to show a nigga real quick.
all right? Let me leave that one alone.
No, I'm curious. Was he trying to test you on
Chuck
some
Messy.
No, I'm not even on some messy shit. But the thing is, I get okay, and this is gonna make sense in a second. I'm a real calm person. It
Mhm.
doesn't take much to really kind of like set me off. But when I do, I I go to not like say I'm slapping niggas up, but I know when you lose your cool, you lose your cool. Was it one of those situations where you were being disrespected, or looking back, you can be like, okay, I kind of like lost my cool on some other shit?
No, I was being disrespected. So I was at this bar called Tennis of the Trees. It's in Silver Lake. We used to always go to Tennis of the Trees, and it was just like supermodel in there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Shout out fashion. Shout out all my fashion niggas. I don't know no supermodels. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That ain't my world.
Me either. Yeah.
Like Tyra Banks, shout out to Legend. Like that's what I know.
Right.
So apparently this girl's a supermodel, and she kind of like tried to nudge me out of the way because she wanted to like sit on this like little thing, and I wasn't paying attention. So she fired off on me. Then the nigga she was with.
Wait, physically?
She physically.
Wait, was she
fired
slapped
on
you,
me.
or she fired on you?
She fired on me.
She closed her fist.
She closed her
and
fist
punched
and
you
fired
where?
on me. All in the face.
What?
In the
She
body.
punched you in the face.
In the face and the body. She fired on me.
Oh, no.
At Tenants. And then the nigga she was with thought I was hitting on her because I'm like, yo, back the fuck up.
Right.
I don't hit women. I'm not that type of nigga. I don't hit no
exactly.
women. I'm not that type of
feel
nigga.
you.
For real. He started firing. He tried to take off on me, so I had to give her a couple of them things.
Poop.
A few of them things. And then Marco, shout out Marco, the security at Tennis, because I knew that nigga, he a cool nigga. He came and gaffled them niggas up.
Shout out to Marco.
Shout out to Marco. And everybody was looking like, yo, what the fuck just happened? So I had to give a few of them, and I went on about my business.
Yo,
That's it.
Yeah, I like this.
that's
dude.
amazing.
I like this. dude.
Now, I say that it's weird that we're coming back to this. The one time that I lost my cool happened to be against the post office worker because they were flexing their power. I understood that I couldn't at the time. You couldn't park your car in front of the mailbox. I got it, whatever. But he was being like, he didn't want to deliver my mail. I'm like, yo, I understand somebody actually parked their car here. It's not my car. We had a couple of notices where we couldn't do it. So I knew when I saw somebody parked there, I said, you know what? I know somebody's here. Let me just grab my mail. Oh, no, I can't give you the mail. Why not? Well, yeah, because you guys got a couple of notices already. You guys parked here. I'm like, bro, this is my house. I understand this is not my car, though. Can I just get my mail? And he took off. I'm like, so I chased him down the street, like, yo, give me my mail. He was like, sir, if you touch me, it's going to be, I forgot what the offense is.
Oh, you go to jail for real.
Exactly. But I lost my cool because of that. And my question is, when it comes to post office workers, I feel like they're super cool or they just assholes. Why is that? Why is it? How come there's no in between? It's just you, the cool motherfucker or an asshole.
Well, let me be honest with you. I know a lot of people who work at the post office. Like my girl, mine works for the post office. Like I got a lot of family members who work at the post office.
Cool.
They be stressed out.
Got it.
Working at the post office is one of the hardest jobs. Like it's a high stress job. So them niggas don't be having no chill, especially the niggas. And also, one of my homies work at the post office right now, and that nigga be barely going to work. So let me give you some game.
Go ahead.
Don't say his name. Bro.
I'm not gonna say that nigga name, but let me give y'all some game on that. When you work at the post office, it's very, very hard to get fired. So them niggas ain't gotta deal with you. If they keep your mail, ain't nothing gonna happen.
You're right.
I'm not gonna speak on no names, but I know somebody who it took them 10 years to get fired from the post office.
Really?
Like somebody I know that's older. 10 years.
Trying to get
Offense
fired.
after offense, just nothing.
Offense
going.
after offense,
Wow.
nothing changing. So me keeping your mail is good. What you gonna do?
Oh, see that?
Hey, let me ask you another quote on. Let me ask you another question. You ever get mail and you notice the corner be ripped all the time? Why? Do the niggas be looking at my shit?
Well, no, because you can see what the checks is off the top. Niggas know the check day.
So they know.
Everybody know when them checks is coming. All them SSI checks, they come on the same. They come at the same time, and that's why you see all the older people waiting out front, waiting for their check. I done got cussed out a gang of times because of that. Because I just
So when you was a carrier, so you would be in the neighborhood walking. Did you ever have any interactions with any unruly people or dogs?
I got bit by a dog before. I got bit by a chihuahua on my ankle, tore my ankle
that ain't
up.
a dog bite, bro. That's like a getting.
Nah,
that's like a mosquito bite.
Let me tell y'all something. A chihuahua bite hurt though.
Now, do you hear how aggressive they be sounding?
Them things
I
hurt
can
though.
imagine.
What'd you do? Did you kick the dog?
Hell yeah, I kicked that nigga and I pepper sprayed him. I pepper sprayed him.
the dog?
I pepper sprayed him and it got in my face. It got on me too. I was sick.
Hey, King, I got you. Hey, I ain't mad at you on that.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Hey,
Why
yes,
would
that's
fuck
what
I
you
you-
wanted to stomp that nigga though. I'm not gonna lie.
Cause he bitch you. You didn't file a report or nothing.
Well, they got in trouble. Like the owners got in trouble because they didn't have a gate and they had a dog in the front.
Got you. So we do this thing It's called the Homegrown Head Scratcher. Okay.
Mhm.
These are elementary school test questions. Our listeners who listen to us on the radio, they win tickets based on if you got the answer right or wrong.
Yeah.
So even if you don't know an answer, just guess. Just take your time and guess. Okay. So these are elementary school questions. Are you ready for the first one?
Absolutely.
No asking the audience. Don't look left.
Don't nobody try to text
Don't nobody
me
take.
now.
Don't look. Don't just
Don't look at nobody.
Nobody.
nothing. Ready?
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Here's the first one. This is great for you.
He just snuck a look at Mo too. He's like, all right, you got me. Hold on.
How many colors are in a rainbow?
Purple.
Why he look like that?
Purple, blue, red, orange, yellow, sky blue, and it might be like a midnight blue too. So like 6 or 7 or 7 or 8.
Give me one answer, bro.
Fuck. I'm gonna say 6, 7.
Is 7 your final answer?
7.
That's 7.
Really? Oh shit!
I don't know about the midnight and the royal blue. How many blues?
Yeah, he was tripping. I don't know what the fuck you be seeing, bro.
The sky blue might just be blended because it's the sky. You know what
It's
I mean?
the shrooms or something.
It's
All right.
7. It's 7 for real.
It's 7.
All right,
All right.
I'm up.
Next one. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth?
The hardest natural substance. Teflon.
That's your final answer?
Natural. Oh, Teflon's not natural. Hold on. The hardest natural substance on Earth.
Don't look over there. What the
No,
fuck?
no, no. I'm thinking.
Well, look, think this way, nigga.
Natural substance. So substance. I can't ask no questions.
No. I asked you a question.
Rock.
fool.
Rock.
No. That's not it. Rock. Smith, no. It's not the no. A diamond.
A diamond. Fuck.
All right. Last one. So since you like are the to the moon and all that shit guy. Okay.
Towards the sun.
Yeah, all that.
Towards the moon.
Yeah, whatever.
And then what's the last one?
Seasick.
Seasick. Okay.
Towards the moon.
Got you.
That's the next project.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with To the Moon.
From Junior Troy.
Towards the Moon got some bangers on it too.
Boom.
All right, ready? Last one.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the planets in our solar system begin with the letter M. Which one are they?
Mars and Mercury.
That was easy.
I was about to say, it's a trick question because yeah, okay,
Hey,
good.
hey, you know,
Nigga got a 6th grade reading education
Boom.
too.
he from the east side, bro.
They don't teach us good in our schools. Fun schools on the East.
Now, real quick, I know we're talking about Towards the Sun right now.
Mm-hmm.
Next one's Towards the Moon.
Yep.
Can you feature what? You know what? I hate when people ask this because it's like once you drop a project, the fans and people gonna always ask you what's up with the next
When
one.
the next one?
But
For sure.
just for the sake of, we just gonna ask. What can we expect from the next one?
More theatrical vibes. I got a feature
Your favorite
feature with
vibe.
Joji on there that's hard.
Nice.
Got a feature with Janae Aiko on there that's gonna go viral. It's gonna be stupid.
Wow.
And we're gonna shoot a very beautiful, glamorous video.
The
Waterfalls and glitter. Nigga.
Anybody that you've written for, anybody that you've written for, whom people might not know that you had parts in, because I know a lot of times writers don't never necessarily get their credit.
That I feel like nobody really knows my writing credit at all, though.
About-
I feel like it's one of those things where it's
Get
like
your
an
shit off.
introduction. Even though I don't care about songwriting, shout out all the songwriters. Songwriters need workers' comp too.
Okay, give me some.
I worked on "Sorry" by Justin Bieber.
Okay,
I did "Personal" for Kehlani. I did a lot of Wale stuff. That's it. Honestly, I'm trying to think about something
Anybody that you would like to work with, from a writer's perspective, not
from a
all.
writer's perspective. Honestly, this might sound crazy as hell, but I really want to write a song for Imagine Dragons.
That don't sound
Really?
crazy at all.
That don't sound crazy
Not
at all. Now listening to
Towards the Sun.
Towards the
fool.
Sun.
If I ever choose to really tap into songwriting again, because I don't really like that profession, I'm gonna tap in the way I want to tap into it.
What turns you off the most about it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of corny niggas out here.
Mm.
I don't want to give corny people my songs no more.
Even if the check is worth it.
I got money. I'm trying to build a family on a farm, my nigga.
Oh
It don't take too much to do that.
In North Carolina.
In North Carolina,
What was it?
and fuck it, we gonna go to Compton and get a goddamn farm and the farm
Shout
dogs
out
too.
to the farm. Shout out to farms. Okay. From an artist perspective, who would you like to work with?
Miguel been dodging me. He gonna be mad at that narrative, but
Miguel
shout out
been dodging
Miguel.
Miguel, ain't he from San Pedro?
Yo, shout out Pedro.
Yeah, man, Pedro right down the street.
That nigga Miguel's a hard motherfucker though. And
Miguel's
shout out his
dope.
brother too.
Miguel is
Nonchalant
fucking
Savant.
dope.
That nigga hard too.
So Miguel's the only one you want to work with? You talking having a feature on your project, right? Or you doing?
Yeah,
a feature
my
with
shit.
them? Got you.
Miguel. I feel like me and Beyonce could do some hard shit. Adam Levine. If me and SZA got on the record, we gonna fuck niggas up though.
Who's somebody who you not never? Who's somebody you care not to work with again?
Them niggas at that post office.
There we go.
For sure.
Except for this one lady named Vanessa. She was cool as a motherfucker.
Everybody else, fuck it.
White lady.
Fuck them all.
Yeah.
She was white.
I fuck with that.
And the
It's always
postmaster.
one cool white person that
And the postmaster, he was cool as a motherfucker. That needs to pick me up from work. He was a cold nigga at the same time. Because when I would try to take off, like take out of work, that nigga would come to my house and pick me up.
That's love right there.
It's love, but at the same time, let me have my time, my nigga.
I called out.
I tried to call out. That nigga be
Wait,
like, I'm going to come get you.
I'm thinking it was like, oh, he's helping you out. He's like, nah, bro, let me get my time.
Let me get my time.
Favorite.
for a reason.
What's your guilty pleasure? Late night snack.
You know I'm a big nigga. I be snacking.
What's your favorite? What's your go to?
Y'all about to have a
Almond
snack
thins.
conversation.
Almond thins from Trader Joe's.
Oh, you a bougie nigga.
You know I'm goddamn bougie. Come on
Almond
now.
thins.
Hey, man,
What the
he
fuck?
getting-
is
Almond
almond
He
thins.
getting money, man. Come on now. He getting
The
money.
Bristol Farm licorice. Them motherfuckers. Me and my girl
The
been
black
fucking
ones?
them up.
Bruh.
No,
Oh, I'm
the
about to
red
say,
ones.
bro, you a tyrant.
That's my granny. My granny be eating red licorice. I ain't on that type of time. Shout out Gaya.
Wait, she eat the red? Wait, for the
She eat
black
the black
one.
ones.
I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to fade.
Hell no.
But
It's
I don't want to fade.
Hell no. You gonna get boop out.
I don't want to fight him or his granny. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
August 08, the year can't end without you doing what, man? It could be music related. It could be personal. I know you say you want to get a farm. You know, something that you want to do. Make sure this the manifestation part, man. The year can't end without you doing what?
Putting out some Christmas bangers.
Word.
I want to put some Christmas songs out, and I want to ride a Polaris with my shirt off, eating my favorite snack.
You a different type of nigga, bro.
Different type nigga.
You different.
Them Polarises is hard though.
Hey, I fuck with him, though, bro. I fuck with him. I like him.
You know, anything else you want the people to know that may not know as of right now? Misconceptions, anything you want to end off with, bro?
I think you should really. I think everybody. Public service announcement. Really tap in with the project because I think it's a beautiful body of work, and I'm staring at you directly in your eye. It's a beautiful body of work. You're gonna fall in love with me. You're gonna fall in love with yourself. You're gonna cry. You're gonna be happy. Go to Bristol Farms, get some licorice. Go to Trader Joe's, get some almond thins. Fuck around, eat some ramen, and eat some steak in the same day. And that's the party pack.
And listen to one of my favorite tracks on there, Keep You Around, all right? Towards the Sun, out right now, August 08. Appreciate you checking on in. It's Homegrown Radio.
Appreciate y'all. Thank
Chuck
you.
Dizzle, DJ Head. We'll catch y'all next time.